All right, everybody. So moving right along, I'm going to jump to number 4, the coupling base. And this one to me, it looks like, there's like a person there with their arms kind of wrapped around something, giving someone a hug. So anyway, that's what it looks like to me in my crazy mind. So anyway, without further ado, we're gonna do the coupling base. It says dimensions are in inches. So I'm gonna go to new English because I want to do standard inch IPT. We're going to create. I'm going to start a 2D sketch. Let's see. I'm going to use this flat plane down here. Click that one. I'm going to rotate it over. See how it says my top, and my top is like rotated to the right? I want to bring it back to reality. So I'm going to click this little arrow up here and rotate us back. Now our top is reading correctly. So, okay. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I'm going to start off with the rectangle, the 2-point center. So the center of my rectangle is going to be this origin yellow dot. I'm just going to drag it out. Actually, I didn't really want to do that, but we'll do it this way. I'm going to dimension it here. So that the width of this rectangle is 2, and the height of this rectangle is 2.5. I know you're like, why did you start off like this? So this might be the only tricky part in this whole deal. Well, maybe. I mean, you could do a circle or an arc and trim it and blah, 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 but I'm going to use the line tool. So I'm going to click on the line tool here. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to left click and hold that left mouse button down as I drag it up and over. So you notice it kind of creates an arc for me. I'm going to drag it over to this other corner where I get that green dot and let go. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to click one of the corners and keep my left mouse button down and drag it down and over to the right. And then I'm going to get to that green dot on the corner and let go. So there, I've created that kind of beats build looking shape. I'm going to right click, hit OK. So then I don't need these lines. So I'm going to click on this line, press delete on my keyboard. I'm going to click this line, press delete on my keyboard. So there's our shape there. So now to create the inside part of that, the easiest way that I know is that we're going to use the offset. So I'm going to run to the modify panel, I'm going to click the offset. And then I'm going to click and hold this kind of shape here. I'm going to click it and hold it down. Hold my mouse button down as I drag it in. And then that is a 0.5. 0.5. Yeah, there we go. So then that's kind of my base shape there. I'm going to hit the finish sketch. I'm going to click on this home icon. Now I'm going to extrude it. I want to extrude it down. But if it doesn't select it automatically, then you just move your mouse or your cursor over, and I'm going to click on this green part because that's what I want extruded. This one, not this inside, but this one. And I'm going to go down, and that needs to be 0.5. Hit OK. All right, so now I'm going to create that little cut through part. I'm going to start my 2D sketch on this top face. I'm going to draw a rectangle. I'm going to use trying to figure out which one I want to use. I'm going to use the 2-point this time. Just kind of drag it where it's hanging over. So the height of this is 1.25. That didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. I'm going to grab this line and drag it over. All right, so then I'm going to dimension from the center of this, or the origin, to the top. I'm going to click here. So here's a neat thing I can do. So I want this dimension to be 1/2 of whatever this is. So for this dimension here, I'm going to click this dimension, and notice it says D5. That just tells you that's dimension 5. So and then I'm gonna put the backslash symbol. That means division, and then 2. So I want to take. So basically, this is a formula that says whatever this dimension is, I want to divide it by 2, and hit the check mark. And so it does all that math calculation for you. So that's really all I need for that. As long as both of these are hanging off the side here, there's your rectangles both hanging off, then I'm going to hit the finish sketch. I'm going to extrude, cut that all the way through, and then hit OK. So there's kind of like a C shape kind of dilly. And then this other part might be a little tricky too. So I'm going to start my 2D sketch on this back face. And I'm going to draw a rectangle, 2 point, just anywhere along this top part. So I'm going to start it there and just kind of move it up a little bit. So I know that has a, let me try to think. Oh, so this top part from here down to the bottom, that is 1. And then it has a radius of 0.625. So if I divide it, for my dimension, if I click on the center dot here, this one, and then over here, so that has a radius of 0.625. Probably do the same thing for this. So from this dot over to this one is also 0.625. So there's that. Okay, now I can do the same thing I did earlier where I click my line and I hold it on this corner. Just kind of curve it around there. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to get rid of this line. I don't need it. I'll just go ahead and do my circle here in the same sketch here. So you could extrude this and then do another feature to cut that circle out, but I'm going to do this all in one swoop. So my center point of my circle is this dot here. Drag it out a little bit. And then I'm going to dimension this. And so that has a diameter of 0.5. 0.5. There we go. And then I'm going to finish my sketch. I'm going to extrude this. I'm going to extrude that. I want to extrude it the other way. And then I'm going to go, I want to extrude it to, I could give it a distance, but I'm going to go to this back edge or that back face. And so no matter what distance that is, it's going to extrude it all the way to the other side, then hit OK. So there's our piece right there. Also, if you want to get kind of picky, you notice our piece is backwards from what shows in the book. So if I click on this corner, it kind of moves it around like what's shown in the book. And then I can go up to the home icon here. I can right click it and I can go set current view as home and then fit to view. And so now every time I hit that home key, it's gonna, or that home button, it's gonna be in the orientation that the book has. I'm going to give it a color because that's, you know, what I like to do. Let's pick it. Let's do it different than red. Let's do a cyan. Okay, yeah, I like that. So then we're going to go up here to this file. I'm going to save it. I think I've already created one of these, but I'm going to name it coupling base again. Let's name it coupling base. Save it. It's going to tell me I already have one. Do I want to replace it? Yeah. And then again, if you wanted, you could go through and kind of rename these features So this one is the base. I like capital letters. And then this one is going to be the rectangle cut. This one can be like the little side. Stop it. Side. Sometimes it doesn't want to do what I want it to do. Side feature. There. All right, there we go. Let's save it again. All right, there we go. So there is our coupling base, which looks more like somebody trying to give someone a hug. All right, peace out.